It is currently 3:37 a.m. in the morning at the time of this recording. I am hyped up on coffee and I have been playing LEGO Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga, because yes, that's right, this game finally released and it is here right now as I speak. So if you have not downloaded LEGO Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga, what are you doing? What are you waiting for? And in this video, I'm going to tell you my initial thoughts on the game. I've played about 2 to 3 hours of the game so far. I started off in the prequel era because it's definitely one of my favorite eras. And, you know, there's so many things to go over with just the 2 to 3 hours I played. And, you know, this game is definitely a special game right here. I can tell you that right now. And if you've let it flown under your radar, or fly under your radar, if you will, take a second look. Take a look at yourself in the mirror. Ask yourself, what are you doing with your life? Why have you not given this game a chance? What's wrong with you? Just kidding. But seriously, if you haven't really played this game or given it a chance, you should be. You know, I know that you have probably played Battlefront 2 if you follow my channel. And if you played Battlefront 2, I can tell you right now, you're going to love this game. If you played Jedi Fallen Order, you're going to love this game. And as you can see from the gameplay that's on the screen, it's absolutely gorgeous. This game looks absolutely stunning. And, you know, I love the characters. I love the dialogue. I just love everything about this game and the fun feel to this game, of course. It is LEGO Star Wars. It's going to have that humor in there. And I just love this game so far. So let's start off with the gameplay and talk about that a little bit. So first things first, I started in the prequel era, as I said before, and I started in episode 1 from the very beginning. You can also choose the original trilogy if you want to, or the sequel trilogy to start things off. But as you know, I started prequel era, and right away I noticed that one of my favorite parts of this game is the ability to fly above the planet and then land either on the planet's surface or on the large ship that hovers above the planet. And it really depends on the planet you're on. So this really makes you realize and understand just how massive this game really is when you experience this part of the game, because you're like, wow, this is absolutely amazing. Now, also, I got a brief feel for the flight controls as well. And I'd have to say the flight controls were exactly as I expected them to be. So if you played, you know, games like Star Wars Battlefront 2, Starfighter Assault, or Star Wars Squadron, you will be right at home with the flight controls in this game. I only got to experience it a little bit. I did manage to actually destroy an asteroid at one point. I veered off course and kind of explored at the beginning. So I did manage to do that. Now also, once you go on the ground, or once you're inside of the interiors of the starfighters or spaceships, the lightsaber mechanics also are awesome as well. So the lightsaber mechanics felt great. They're really smooth. You can really feel the difference in combat, which when switching between different lightsaber users like Obi-Wan Kenobi and Qui-Gon Jinn. They truly do have different fighting styles, and you can block, throw your lightsaber, and do different combos as well. And if you look at the right side of the screen during combat, there's also a combo meter that will award you and tell you when you're getting stud bonuses for your high combo. So remember that. So the more you do your combos, the more studs you're going to be rewarded. Now, I also really like how you can switch between the characters, as I just mentioned. So, you know, one moment I was playing with Jar Jar Binks, and then the next moment I was cutting down poor droids with Obi-Wan Kenobi and Qui-Gon Jinn. And it really adds, you know, a lot of variety to the gameplay. And in many cases, you do have to utilize and switch between multiple characters in order to unlock a door, for instance, or get up to a high platform to get a special item such as a Kyber brick, which is very important to collect to unlock, you know, certain items. Now, if we look at this, you know, gameplay mechanic, you know, there's one moment where I had to access a certain room and I had to use R2-D2 to access a panel to open this door. There's also another moment where I had to stack objects with Qui-Gon Jinn and then utilize Jar Jar Binks and his grapple to get up high to get the Kyber brick. So there's many of these instances that you're going to run into as you play the game. And it's a really cool mechanic where you have to switch between characters in the game. So I'm really enjoying that aspect of the game so far. And you can also do like funny Jedi mind tricks on people, like control them and make them panic, which can serve as a great, distraction, or if you just want to laugh. So there's many of those comedic moments in this game. Now, there is one thing that I do feel that is missing from this gameplay experience right off the bat, and that is online co-op. Now, as many of you know, there's also split screen co-op in this game, but they don't have online co-op, which is such a shame because, as you know, me and my twin bro back in the day used to always play Star Wars Battlefront together on the channel, and it certainly would have been fun to jump into this game on online co-op with my twin bro. But unfortunately, you can't do that in this game. Now, I have heard that there's rumors that they did implement that at one point, or were working on that at one point, but due to development time constraints, they couldn't put it in the game. So maybe they will do that in the future. I'm not sure if they'll ever include that in an update. I don't want to get anyone's hopes up, but I really hope we get to see that in the future because I think this game has potential to grow even more beyond what I've experienced so far. Now, again, I still have a lot to go in this game. I've only started in the prequel era so far. Only played a couple hours so far, but I'm going to be jumping back into the prequel era. And then once I'm done with that, going on to the original trilogy and then the sequel trilogy as well. Now, the sound, in terms of the sound of the game, it sounds amazing so far. With the story, I'm really enjoying that as well, how they mix, of course, the comedic elements in there. And as I mentioned before, the graphics are just stunning in this game. Like, I was kind of taken back with how good the graphics are with this game. Now, originally I was going to play it on the Xbox Series X, but for some reason, I don't know why I couldn't download it on there. It wasn't readily available just yet. But I'm playing on the PlayStation 5 right here. And as you can see, it just looks absolutely stunning. The game is absolutely gorgeous. The animations are great. The reflections on the materials are great. Everything looks real, kind of. But it's also mixed in there with that Lego fantasy. And the special effects, the lightsabers look amazing. Really good explosions, really good sparks. All that stuff looks really good in this game. So in terms of graphics, they nailed it in that area as well. So let me know what you think of Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga. Leave a comment down below. I'm going to continue playing it. I may do a stream on it here soon as well. Let me know if you want to see a live stream. And then also leave your review score in the comments as well. What would you give this game out of 10? But that's my initial thoughts for now. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. I'm going to continue playing Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga. I will see you all next time, and may the Force be with you always.